wise, one thing I noticed with those video commands is most of the time when stream stopped working was when it was trying to pull in those video commands. Like, and so sound command should be good. This way we can do it through YouTube. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Some of them actually, in my opinion, work slightly better as a sound command.
Do you remember
right?
the song "C'est la vie"?
There's a song of it?
It's from like the 90s. And it's like by some like Irish girl group band or something.
Devil child, devil child. Yes. Fuck, I feel glad. I'm so glad that works. It's a lot of monotonous stuff that I did to make that work.
Oh, we watched a terrible movie last night.
Oh, yes. Let's talk about this. The man with the bee stung face.
Yeah, sometimes we just really like watching terrible movies. So we watched Jupiter Ascending. It sucked. It sucked really hard. Mr. Levity, Philip, I will say, City of Ember, best movie we've watched out of 3 in the last, between Jupiter Ascending, Valerian in the City of 1,000 Planets, and which did I name all 3? Either way. No, Jason, it sucked. It was not good.
But that's all I remember. So basically we like sci-fi movies, and unfortunately
sometimes they're gonna be a little bit sucky.
Well, and unfortunately there's not always, like, I don't know, there's not much new ones that come out.
I
They're
love
like
that.
horror movies now where it's like, or like
you gotta go in the back catalog now.
Yeah, you gotta, the ones that you
Eddie Redmayne was so bad in this.
Well, I bailed this rope. Fuck out.
Eddie Redmayne overacted so much in this movie.
I'm gonna see if he has. I wonder if someone put some of his fucking scenes back together. Oh yeah, there's a new season of Black Mirror. I did see that. We haven't watched it yet. However,
we didn't watch the one where you kind of choose your own ending. That honestly, it just gave me too much anxiety to think about it, so we just never watched it.
look at the name of this. Eddie Redmayne screaming a lot.
This is old microphone. Why is it working? Sure. Microphone down. Okay, sorry. This is the old microphone. I don't even know what it fucking sounds like right now. Probably sounds like garbage. Sound like garbage? Something so we can hear what it sounds like. Now, can we hear ourselves? Hello? Hello? Right? It sounds like a bucket? Yes. That. Oh. Poop. Yeah, this is just an old shitty microphone. Let me, I don't know why. Here, you know this shitty. Stop working.
Perhaps, coyote. Fuck you.
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
That's it. Oh, sorry, I didn't want it to be so buckety, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my bad about that. It won't work unless it's pretty close. Yeah. Shoved it in their butt. Hello?
Put your knife up. Use your knife to defend yourself. Come on.
The funny thing.
See, I would not want him to run into Gary Busey.
That's normally what I would do.
Well, it gives you the option to do a one-time or a monthly if you wanted. But that's up to you. I also got to load all the emotes into BTTV. Also, for those who didn't see Squat Cobbler Cough Cough, there is another Discord now that's just us. We do have the Discord with everybody, but we figured we were spamming a whole bunch of crap all the time. And this is, if you do decide you want more Evan and Krissy and like gardening stuff and just all our stuff, this is an option for you.
All right.
But if you join it and turn off notifications, you might as well just get the fuck out. I'm just kidding.
You got the knife again. No way.
I do agree with you, though. I am now personally afraid of Gary Busey.
Come on. Adam. Come on.
Oh, I actually maybe should.
What the fuck is this?
Stop it.
I should maybe do. I should maybe do a garden update.
Sick. What? You won't trust and believe in me.
I do believe in That's why. You have failed
The crazy shit is this is like because it has a comedy
Yeah.
Comedy
brave,
Central
all right?
on there.
So what
That
do you
Someone
means,
enabled
Do
this.
you have to take a dump anywhere?
No.
well, no, it means that this was
No.
years ago.
Yeah.
This is 12 years ago, and he's gotten even crazier. Hello. We should have sound. I see the bar moving.
Hey.
I don't know what happened.
Hey, sound's back.
It was, we literally tested everything. I was like, hey, everything's good to go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then all of a sudden,
Things just went awry.
the mic just wasn't working.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you.
It was the trickster spirit of the coyote that shit in our yard last night.
It keeps replaying the same previous 10 seconds.
No, but he said it's back now.
Now it's back.
See, he didn't finish reading all of his messages.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Still no sound. Can't hear you.
What?
Good.
You're kidding. No. Are they fucking with us? I can see dancing.
Okay, we're so okay. So
also, yeah, I was actually just gonna bring it up on my stream.
So, Papa Warstaff, serious question though. Which, like, obviously we shouldn't touch the coyote shit because it's bad, but we need to get rid of it. What is your suggestion to us about the coyote shit? I think it like also wants us to know, but like, your compost is my fucking compost now, bitches.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, they can hear us.
Yeah,
it's fine. The Jason and freaking Philip Torkington. There you go, Jason.
How big is your gun? We don't have a gun. Are you silly? Live in Canada. We don't have guns.
Well, you can have a hunting protection rifle. The only thing is, wait, where's the coyote shit?
He offered advice, so I just followed off. Pee on the coyote shit. Is that your advice to pee on? Because see, here's my theory: is like it shit by where Evan usually pees outside.
I said, do I need to go take a shit on that shit to reassert my dominance?
And I said, well, clearly the Yodi is shitting by where you pissed to like mark like, hey bitch, this is my yard, not your yard. And it also shit by the compost bin where we think it's been.
When you say you live in Canada, I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, you can. There's hunting rifles and stuff.
Oh, I want to sit.
Oh, well, hopefully Ollie's good with just some routine.
Obviously, you need to shit out there. Shit out the shit to show who's boss.
So it just, yeah, it's very weird. So I don't know. Honestly, we'll probably dig up like a fucking area around it with the shovel and throw it in the neighbor's long grass. Sorry, not sorry. You haven't cut your grass in forever. It'll
like
turn
not our like good neighbors, but like the people who own property that never. They're like
good.
absentee landlords.
We don't.
Well, we don't want to shoot it.
Yeah, it's honestly.
Because, like, I mean...
It's hard to fault something that's just trying to survive, especially
pretty
because...
sure it's limpy.
He has a limp when he runs, so we assume he's been, like,
he's just a big
ostracized.
Old yeah, he's just a big old Yodi that has a bit of a limp.
I am going to have to ask the neighbor, though, if he shits in his yard.
Probably not.
Let's put the microphone here, and then I think it'll be a little louder.
Because I mean, if we shoot it, more coyotes will show up, and at least this coyote will prevent other coyotes.
At least this one's not fast enough to kill Carl.
I'd say put your hair on the shot so it smells like people, but Evan screwed up that might be involved. I have lots of hair.
Oh, put your hair on the shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't suggesting you shoot it. If you want it gone, shoot it and scare it. That's all. Well, the neighbors have, I think, a 22, and they haven't tried to shoot it.
So here's the thing, Carl. Jason. Carl and this Yodi have been like living symbiotically for like at least a year now.
I don't think the coyote is fast enough to catch Carl.
Well, I mean,
I just think Carl's smarter than him. Carl could just run under the house and just like wait, and we would probably eventually scare the coyote off. I believe that he would be fine. I believe that Carl would be okay because he is very, very smart, and he's just a really pretty cat.
Even though he's an asshole.
There is generally like law enforcement around these parts, and holy crap, there he is now. There's the sheriff.
Oh.
That's one fucking nice kitty right there.
There's the sheriff. Who invited that dirtbag? Just kidding. So all the things that we follow and stuff are all on my sheriff account. So that's the one that I usually have open when we're watching you. Just let the coyote into the tiny home. He would be far too large. Honestly, he's the biggest coyote I've ever seen in real life. Even the neighbor, I was super glad that he reaffirmed that. And he was like, yeah, he's pretty big, isn't he? And I was like, I'm so glad that you said that.
Well, because I know around winter time, we were out for a walk. And there's like way out in the back, the back area of town, there's a big bluff of schoolyard. And one day we're walking and we see this huge ass and tail of a coyote walk into these bluff of trees, and we like it looked almost like a wolf's ass, like it was so big. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was Limpy.
The freaking wolf's ass
is big. And I know, like, sometimes in the winter, we would find, like, Yodi prints in our yard. Like, there was, right by the front, it looked like it had, like, jumped like this into the snow at one point. And I know there was, like, multiple times we would wake up with them yipping in our yard. Like, we could hear them. They were, like, literally in our yard.
Yeah. You want me to use both hands? They also are, you can hear them almost like cell towers.
Yeah.
There's some over there, and some over there, and at nighttime they're like, arr, arr, arr. And it's
interesting.
It's disturbing. Maybe it's not a real coyote. I asked if Krissy, if she thought maybe it was a wolf odie, like a wolf coyote, you know, babies making puppies.
That reminds me, our favorite show ever, Alone, is airing right now, and it's being this season is filmed in northern Saskatchewan.
I love that.
And there was one scene from the most recent episodes where like the geese are getting ready to fly south. And we experienced it here, and it's honestly one of the craziest things because they gather in the field, but every night and every morning they like fly over top of you lower and lower, and it's just like this cacophony of geese yelling. And it was so nice to see it on Alone, because at Alone it wasn't even at like max what we saw come fall time.
No.
But it's just like it's so crazy.
Oh,
I love Alone is so good.
It's our favorite show.
Yeah, and especially like I said, this newest season is filmed in northern Saskatchewan, so it's so exciting for us because we're just like, yeah, it's Saskatchewan.
Yeah, so we talked about it yesterday, Mr. Levity, and I was actually this morning working on chopping up yesterday's stream into like a 20-minute kind of, here's the 20 minutes out of 2 hours that are interesting.
Worth listening to.
And we'll talk about Alone on that, where basically they just drop 10 people off, usually in Canada, and they say
Patagonia is the only other place.
Yeah, the only people that have ever been able to survive here, we've ran off of this land. Now you try and survive. So they've had them, Mr. Lev. Oops, let me bring up they've had it out here in British Columbia.
Yeah, and in Newfoundland, Labrador.
Yeah, and they've had it out here in this kind of wild territory.
I think it was more Labrador.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was basically a very treed or forested section that we didn't really know much about because we don't. You know what? I know a guy from Newfoundland. I've never been to the
Maritimes.
I know one guy from Newfoundland. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a pretty normal dude. He said the only problem is there's no jobs. Basically, you're raised, and your family tells you basically from the time you're young, just get prepared to leave.
Yeah, houses out there are really cheap, but that's because there's nowhere to work.
Yeah, and they get like 14 feet of snow overnight.
Yeah, like literally you can open your door and not be able to go outside because it's all snow.
So where it's being filmed this year
is Reindeer Lake.
Phil McCracken is right here in Reindeer Lake. So me and Krissy's been about this high in Saskatchewan.
To Buffalo Narrows.
I've been about this high. And this is up here in the north where it's pretty well uninhabited. There's very small population.
Like, yeah, there's populations up north. I think the most northern inhabited place in Saskatchewan is called Uranium City. And they, guess what? Mine uranium.
Guess what they do? They mine uranium.
Yes.
So, yeah, they basically take 10 people, typically from North America. I don't know if they've had people from other countries. Well, I know it's usually Canada and the States.
And like normally if people are from other countries, they've immigrated to Canada or the U.S.
Yeah, so that's true. And they just give them they let them pick their 20 items and say.
I think it's 10 items. They're allowed to bring.
10 items, and they say have at her. You can take one picture of your family.
Yeah.
Don't get sad. But the crazy thing about it actually is I'm just gonna make up a percentage here and say 65% of all the contestants go home because they miss their loved ones.
This is what happens so often. You know what? I'm gonna climb that mountain. And after I'm done climbing that mountain, I feel like in my soul I've accomplished everything I need to accomplish on this show, and I'm gonna go home. Despite like the very first 2 episodes, they're like, I'm here to win the $500,000. I'm totally here to that. No, at one point, somebody's going to climb a fucking mountain. And you know what I said to Evan? At least this season, no one's going to climb a goddamn fucking mountain because there ain't no mountains in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I was like, good on ya. For some of them, they get to a point where they say, like, I've been here for 2 weeks and I realize how much I miss and I love my wife and child. And I think to myself, bro, it's been 2 weeks. Your wife is probably fucking running her head off trying to keep the child clean and fed and to bed and to school and get to work.
She's not thinking about you.
She's thinking, you better eat your own leg for $500,000 or else I would have never let you embrace this childhood camping Peter Pan Lost Boys fucking lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, if the one that I always remember that we've talked about is there was a gentleman who was in like the Navy and the Army and the whatever, all the Navy SEAL. He's talking about his like combat stats and whatever, every place he's lived, done stuff. The first night he heard a wolf from across the lake howl. He picks up the satellite phone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go home.
He got so scared.
It was like, what?
And what was even funnier is I think that episode there was somebody who was egging those wolves on.
Yeah.
One of the other contestants was howling at the wolves, and the wolf was howling back, and that's what that guy got super scared about.
Funny. A guy was on the other side of the lake going, ah! And then the wolves would call back to him, and then this dude's sitting there shitting his pants.
I think I can't do this.
Just be alone like me. That's not a problem. Honestly, Jason, if you could entertain yourself without electronics, you'd be fine. You'd be totally fine on alone. I mean, aside from like all of the other terrible things. Yeah. Thanks, Phil.
Hopefully we'll still be here in an hour. Well, I mean, like existing we will be, but I don't know about streaming.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You just never know. If you're hungry, stop and pick up something to eat. Famous wiener from my anus. But yeah, it's
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
it's a really good show. I will say though, Naked and Afraid, they've started to do solo ones.
Oh.
So, but like being naked all the time adds a lot more difficulty. I could
Honestly,
not
that show's kinda dumb, though.
imagine. I just wonder, like, because like there's some bad bugs,
Yeah, absolutely.
and like humans have generally exposed crevasses.
yeah.
Like you can't just like when you're in like the outback of Australia and stuff, you can't just like let those millipedes crawl into your anus.
I don't think by and large, and I don't mean this to be controversial, I don't think by and large humans are meant to just take it out in nature.
Well, no, like biologically, we weren't built.
We're
like, we don't.
soft.
We're not. We would be covered in hair.
Yeah.
If we were supposed to be walking
Exactly.
around ass naked.
Oh,
Holy-
Hayes! Oh, yeah, Hayes!
Holy freaking Hayes! Oh, hey, you hosers, did I do it right? Honestly, Hayes, you couldn't have done it any better, my friend.
You just gotta send her.
You just gotta send her. That's just practice. You'll be perfect.
You guys sell
Oh, but speaking of going back to talking about Newfoundland, in other news about
Hi,
Newfoundland,
Jinjee.
have you guys heard about this submarine that went to go look at the Titanic that's gone missing?
Yeah.
This
so,
is some weird, crazy sad
I
news.
didn't actually know this at the time, but the Titanic sunk just off of more so off the coast of Canada than the United States.
Yeah, it's like 700 kilometers off the coast of Newfoundland.
Also, Hayes, how are you doing, bud? It's good to see you. Don't judge me for letting my millipedes go into my anus. Wait, I know about this. Why don't we have hair? Evolutionary advantage, but
He did walk around.
we did walk around naked without
Helps us
hair.
cool down.
It's true. I mean, it is true, but I don't know. It also, I would assume we could cool down better, but like,
You're like naked mole rats.
would you rather cool down better or be like severely impacted by the sun's rays? I don't know. Just before I go, yeah, I heard it totally lost. There's apparently a 1% chance of finding it. They're probably all on board, still alive with about a few days of oxygen
Yeah,
left.
like that's honestly like one of the worst ways to die.
It is. So we were talking about just the existential nature of being
Yeah.
inside. Like basically, they're in space right now, right? And their space is running out of. They're running out of everything. You can't just like I was saying to Krissy, if you were on a raft or on a boat and the engine stops, you're still able to breathe the oxygen.
Yeah.
Your fucking submarine or spaceship stops working. What do you do?
Like honestly, existential crisis one of the worst ways to like.
Yeah, that's true, Jason. Melanin did develop as a
deal with
means
this,
for areas where persistent
don't-
predators losing our body hair helped us really good at that. I mean, what about around my armpits, Jason, and my shoulder blades? What's
Gray
that?
noose.
Why are my eyebrow hairs getting longer, Jason? What is the evolutionary trait of owl brows? But the Titanic sank about right around here, just over in the North Atlantic Ocean, which I didn't know for some reason. Internet went down for a second
Oh,
while it
so
tried to load
sorry.
this. It's back now. It's that's a start. Oh, maybe because we're trying to watch it at an even higher quality than we stream at, which makes little to no sense. White people are only white because the black people moved to the places where they get a lot less sun and the skin adapted to a lot more sun. It's true, Jason.
It would be interesting to know the kind of conversations that are going on in this sub right now.
Well,
If they've already started to like,
the other scary thing.
off each other.
The other scary thing is the last time somebody went missing in a submarine, they found them in like 7 different pieces, and the guy was like, "She bumped her head."
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy.
She fell.
She bumped her head, so I dismembered her.
Yeah,
So hopefully this is better. Yeah, an interesting thing about it we found out is they paid $250,000 to do
be
this.
there. Yeah. I mean, it is sad. It's definitely sad.
This is the Titan, a small submersible designed to plunge the ocean depths, 4,000 meters. Its current mission to explore the wreckage of the Titanic.
Apparently, it is not certified by any type of accredited standard, like an airplane or a boat, because there isn't like personal submarine, like, you know, who are you going to go ask? The military?
And take tourists with it.
It is not for the faint-hearted to do something like this. To get in that sub, it's very close quarters. You're in it for a long time.
Not on your life.
You're bolted in from the outside. There's no way out.
Colin Taylor made the same voyage last summer.
Titan is a go for a dive to the Titanic.
He was on the same submersible owned by U.S. company Ocean Gate Expeditions, now missing in the North Atlantic with 5 people on board.
I can't tell you, the fear I have for these people.
The Titanic wreck is 685.
Oh, wrong. It is closer to New York.
No.
Well, yeah, I just thought it was
It's
more
closer
over
to
here.
St. John's.
Not everything evolved is an advantage. Your eyebrows are sexy anyways. 5 people, 1 vessel. How much oxygen?
There's 96 hours of oxygen.
I would still say no. Never. What about
5
the
kilometers.
bend? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The internet was struggling for a minute, and I didn't want you to express too many thoughts without it being captured.
After the first, 15 minutes when it neglected to ping back, would you not then go into some sort of, rescue mode? I mean, that's what I would think.
I would think so too. I'll just hit the live button. I think that makes it come properly. But the one thing I was saying, or we were talking about, is you would assume that it would have like a connection, like an umbilicus cable, that goes, because it's not like they're driving it off of a dock on land out to the middle of the ocean and going down. They take it out on a freighter and then they launched it, didn't they? So you'd assume that there'd be a connection back to the freighter, so worst case scenario, they can yank it up.
Well, when we were watching a video about it, the guy said that it's supposed to operate like an elevator up and down. So it's like, what at that point, why didn't you just kind of attach like a line, like an anchor to the bottom where you want to constantly be sending it? But I guess maybe if you want to be able to traverse the ruins in your little submarine. But that's the thing too, it doesn't even have like a window. It's like you're looking at screens.
Oh, it's like those future vehicles that don't have windows, only cameras.
Yeah.
I was actually joking that that's how we should have built our house, is just buy no windows and just put TV screens with cameras on the outside wall.
Sunday morning, the Titan set out with 96 hours of oxygen on board.
An hour and 45
It is
minutes.
a remote area, and it is a challenge to conduct a search in that remote area.
The U.S. Coast Guard is leading the search. The Canadian Coast Guard is assisting. Both are scrambling more resources to the site, searching from above and working on searching from below.
Right now, our capability is limited to sonar buoys and listening for sounds.
Taking a completely new approach.
This flummoxed me. Absolutely flummoxed me. You control it with a goddamn Logitech PS2 rip-off controller. And they didn't expect a problem to ever arise. Are you kidding me? This isn't Crash Bandicoot. What are these long extended nipples? What's that all about? Bracken, you will have to forgive our ignorance, but what is a lorry?
A lorry is a truck, like a trucks that bring stuff.
Oh, like like a moving van, like
not a moving van, but like a
not a like a semi trailer.
Yeah.
What do they call a bathroom?
Probably like a water closet or restroom.
I thought it was a lorry.
No. So you see WC, and it stands for water closet, or a loo. He has a semi for a delivery truck.
Need a bit of milk, full fat, which I've warmed in the microwave.
I don't trust the British.
Approach to the sub design, and it's all run with this game controller and these touch screens.
That's OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush.
I think he's
summer.
also on the.
Apparently, yeah. That's
usually just the toilets.
Oh, I thought it was like the loo. I need to go to the loo. So yes, this is the guy who started this. So I'm just amazed you can do this. You can take people this deep. Like, what would your insurance be? You know what I mean?
Last summer, the company has been working to measure Titanic's erosion. It takes tourists along for about $250,000. There are reports British billionaire Hamish Harding is among those on board.
Who is Hamish Harding?
I don't know.
Let's just do a quick little search here.
Sucks when Mr. Levity leaves. You know this man.
Bracken's British. Do you know?
Bracken, do you know this man?
He is a British businessman,
UAE.
pilot, explorer, space tourist.
Oh,
the founder of the Action Group.
Bracken said where she grew up, they also called the bathroom the bog.
Oh, bog water is like a male joke around here for ball sweat. So he just seems to be kind of a person who. Oh. Here, we'll look at this after they have an idea who might.
Right now.
Wow.
Colin Taylor says his experience was unforgettable.
And there was the bow of the Titanic. I mean, literally right there. And it was incredible.
He says OceanGate's crew is very capable, but that an experience like this is not without risk.
Well, yeah.
Kayla, this is such an incredible story. What more can you tell us about the search and rescue effort?
Well, Ian, there are multiple C-130s already in the air. They're working on getting more aircraft and more ships to the area, including commercial vessels. And the U.S. Coast Guard is clear. The goal right now is to find the sub. They do not know where it is. But then they'd have to try to coordinate some sort of underwater rescue, and they're still trying to figure out how they would do that, even as the search is underway, Ian.
All right, Kayla, thank you.
It actually kind of
that sucks so much.
It kind
Sunday
of
morning.
speaks to what they are doing, or how hard. Krissy, find this up.
I'll get right on that.
Can you imagine? It's so dark and desolate down there that you can't find this.
Yeah.
Like, this is pretty big, right? So it just goes to show how, like, why isn't this thing, like, made out of the most reflective material alive?
Yeah.
I'm sure white is helpful, but I just, and this might be, I mean, forgive me for my, what I'm about to say, but why is the Titanic that important? Like, why would you spend $250,000 to do that? I would spend $250,000 to go into the Sphinx to try and find a way in, or to, like, let them to sit on its head.
I didn't even spend that much money to go inside the pyramid.
Like, why wouldn't
and
you?
That's arguably cooler.
Like, I personally
mean,
believe that the ocean is, like, just as foreign to us as space. And it is, you know,
like, you can at least make the argument that the pyramid is not a failed piece of architecture, whereas the Titanic,
like,
obviously a failed piece of architecture.
What was the Titanic? It was
all of its sister ships, like, sunk.
Yeah, a sign of the industrial era. So
Edwardianism.
So rich people could go on big boats.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't it. As much as it's history, it's like romanticized history. Who gives a shit?
Brack and I agree, the ocean is really scary. I actually, for most of my life, have had a deep internalized fear of flying over the water. Just because, like, in my mind, if I crash on land, there could be the chance that, like, the pilot kind of knows how to land the plane and, like, can skid land it and I can walk away from it. If I crash in the water, then I'm in the fucking water with, like, things that are gonna eat me.
Yeah, like, what was that movie Denzel Washington was in where he was, like, super hammered and...
On air?
No, he was super hammered and he was the pilot and something happened to the plane. I'll look it up quick. It was a really good movie.
But, like, I even know someone that was a pilot here in Saskatchewan and they crashed a plane and only one person died. He's not allowed to be a pilot anymore, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like...
As one would assume.
As one would assume. But, like I said, only one out of, like, however... I can't remember how many... I want to say, like, 60 people were on the plane or something like that. Only one person died.
I believe she wasn't fully fastened in.
Yeah,
something.
they will. I know that they said that they were...
Or was it the stewardess trying to help?
No, it was a disabled person.
Oh.
And so they can't prove whether or not that they incurred more damages because of, like, their mental disposition. Which, I mean, it's really neither here nor there. Ultimately, the accident caused this person to die. But, like I said, in that particular instance, everyone else did walk away alive. So, like, you think about that, and then you think about, like, crashing in the ocean, and I would rather take my chances crashing on land.
Well, I mean, your chance of survival is, and not having to drink your own urine is significantly higher.
Yeah.
But this movie with Denzel Washington called Flight, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but basically he's like an alcoholic, but he's a pilot. He is drunk and something malfunctions in the plane, and he actually lands the plane. It's based on a true story. He lands the plane upside down in such a way that, just like your story, only one person dies. But he ends up, getting taken. They go to court and they figure it out, and he's drunk and it becomes a factor. But everybody's like, this was 1 in a million. You would never be able to do this again. Like, land it the way that he did. And so it's kind of that dichotomy between he saved a lot of lives, but he was fucking wasted and high on coke.
Well, yeah, so that's the thing. Like, also the person that I know that crashed the plane that they were flying, from what I understand, when they were doing their safety check, there was something they missed. And that's ultimately what caused, and I think it was like a little bit of ice on the wing. Or like a flap wasn't properly. But either way, he was at fault for the accident. Oh, but yeah, I do want to see who was...
Yeah, in this particular article,
I have mixed feelings
on the pilot being high on cocaine and drunk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah,
so it's like, it's like people who are like, I drive better when I drink because I follow the rules. It's like, that's not, you can't say that. So it looks like, according to this article on The Independent, the British billionaire explorer Hamish Harding, renowned French diver Paul-Henri Nargeolet, founder of Open Gate Expeditions, Stockton Rush, Pakistani businessman Shahzada Dawood, and businessman's son
Suleiman Dawood.
Dawood are feared to be on board. That is, I just
going way too fast.
Oh, I
didn't these people's pictures.
I didn't know.
I'm like trying to actually kind of look at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Silly, Mr. Bracken had just realized that he should have been off work today on a vacation day.
No.
Oh no, I've done that. The worst is if where you work doesn't sympathize with you and give you that time back.
Obviously, traveled on the Challenger deep to the bottom of the on Jeff. and on Jeff Bezos' Virgin into space. So
this guy is
not to sound
loaded.
rude, but he's one of those like billionaires that goes off and does these experiences because he's like, experienced every other like regular thing a person can experience. So now he's like, I'm gonna shoot myself into space and go to the bottom of the ocean. So yeah,
I'm so bored. I've been to Epstein's Island.
I've had every single kind of orgy you could ever imagine.
Yes, I have taken over. I have installed dictators in several countries. Yes. I'm bored. Let's go see the Titanic.
French diver.
Yeah. He must have... I don't know how he would have had so much money, though. They should give him the day off till Saturday as we have to go away for his... I'm sorry, Bracken.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Pakistani businessman Shaz Dawood Mansour. Who are the people?
I just can't believe that they didn't have, like you said, though, it must be that the vessel can maneuver, where a cable would get tangled potentially or something.
Or, there was, obviously it's not connected by a cable to the top. So my thoughts are, is, some sort of, water stream came through and fucking knocked it off course and maybe knocked something off that allowed it to contact the surface. I don't know.
Yeah, I just
don't know how there's...
It could have...
they don't have some sort of fail... No, I don't think it could, but I don't know how there's not some sort of fail-safe, ping to, no matter what, some sort of black box in it or something.
Yeah.
That no matter what, you will be able to find this vessel.
I believe that, one thing that we've seen said that, like I said, it's not certified by any agency. So
yeah,
maybe if it was, they would require those things.
I mean, I would think.
This guy is just a rich billionaire, and he's like, hey, I'm rich, you're rich, neither of us want to die. Just trust me, bro. You own Shopify.
Well, Bracken, let me see if I can lure Jinjee out with some treats for you. I can hear him snoring right now.
Some ginger treats.
Jinjee! Jinjee. We're in bag. No, come on, come out. Oh yes, come here, my baby boy. Yes. Oh, you so sweet.
Don't disturb the cuteness. Cuteness has been disturbed. Hi, Jinjee.
Bracken, sometimes I need to disturb the cuteness for my own good. I want to cuddle my cat. I want to hold him and love him.
The Jinjee.
Pat his little butt.
Jason, I thought you were Jinjee.
Butt.
He likes butt patch.
Okay, bye.
Where you go?
I know. Bye.
Where you go? Fine. Could you get me the drink? He's so handsome. I thought Jinjee's in the Discord. Did you know that? Bracken, I think you're in there, but I don't remember. There is another Discord for those who didn't know and those who don't care. It's full of random stuff, and we keep spamming weird stuff in there. Oh, actually, let me show you the best hot dog stuff ever. I heard Jinjee was Mr. Jimble's dad. It's true. He's very mischievous man. Hey, you guys. It's freaking powwow. I don't know if you guys know this. Did I name it that? I think I might have named it Dan. Because your name's Dan on here. I have to check.
Dan the man.
Dan the man from Dan.
I love Evan and Krissy.
There you go. That's us.
We were just talking about that submarine that went down and all the craziness involved in that situation. That is, you know...
I can just imagine the existential dread of, like, knowing you are going to die in, like, a finite amount of time. And it's going to come down to, like, if I had only just never got on this stupid fucking submarine.
I just couldn't imagine. Could you imagine being so rich that you're going to risk your life for that?
Because it's fun. Experiences.
You guys need to see this. You need to see. I posted this as a GIF without context. We were just, for some reason, kitchen gadgets. I love me some kitchen gadgets. You just, I don't think you can go wrong with the good old kitchen gadget.
Do you want hot dogs for lunch?
Well, I mean, now that we're watching hot dogs being tested.
So the vent tray is on the...
So, this is a microwave hot dog cooker.
Sound.
Imagine having to rely on experts to find and rescue you. Yeah, for a situation that's like really never happened before. So let me just let you guys fully take this in. So this is how you load the microwave hot dog maker. You just have to really firmly smash your wiener.
Okay, that went pretty easily, actually. And there was
You just gotta smash your wiener. He does it again here.
No, I want your love. Don't go.
Where's the other one?
I just wish the cat would cuddle on my lap.
Yeah, he's not good at that. You can't just put a hot dog in a microwave. You need a special device.
Maybe if you put him nicely on my lap.
I'm gonna do one of the ballpark Franks and one of the Oscars.
This is the other one. So Jason, just imagine this is whatever you choose to imagine it to be. Whatever that could possibly be.
Can I have the famous wiener in my anus?
Very small in there, doesn't it?
Put it on 5.5 times.
Yeah, I slowed it down so you can embrace the dog smash.
And close it. It says gently press the hot dog down on the ridges.
Oh,
I'd rather watch this at normal.
We're disturbing this way.
Can we please watch it?
Fine.
All right, that wasn't...
I'm going to turn off fun mode, you guys.
Very gentle, but it did go in there. Close the unit and insert the skewer.
Like, this is his...
skewer?
Yeah,
I
he's...
definitely felt it crunch right through that hot dog. Feels like one of those magic tricks with the girl in the box. He's putting the knives through there.
So this is him just preparing it. The skewer.
This is all too much for a hot dog. Now it's going to be in tiny little bits.
I guess the skewer is so it comes out of there more easily. I thought the skewer was for cooking purposes, actually for removing purposes.
But...
All right, well, that seemed to work pretty well.
It just scores your wiener.
Oh.
It just, like, punctures your wiener and all.
So you don't even, like, cook it like that?
Nicely scored. Look at that. Wow.
No,
Let's try
you
ballpark Frank.
Oh, have fun with that, Bracken.
Much longer.
Oh, we had a coyote shit in the yard, so it's kind of the same.
Hiya.
Okay, so that's the hot dog smasher. Like
I just score our hot dogs with a knife. I do like a nice double helix around the hot dog.
So, see, he cooks them on this little rotisserie thing he has.
Like at the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, but technically there's only one thing that he's trying here that I would purchase. And it's obviously the hot dogger.
While the hot dog oven has about 8 minutes left, I might as well try the last item, which is the hot dogger, which I paid $10 for. It looks like a very...
That is a good price for a silicone hot dog.
Brutal item, or maybe some sort of a Minecraft building. I don't know. But the idea behind this one is that you get, there are some buns that don't have slits in them, and a lot of people were complaining on Amazon that most hot dog buns have a slit. You don't really need
Abby can
something
take her
like this.
nappy off
But
now, so it's a race against time before.
I think my brother had that problem with his kids.
You have a hot dog bun that doesn't have.
Yeah, if you have a hot dog bun that doesn't have a slit in it, consider that problem rectified with the hot dog.
You can't just cut it with a knife.
No.
You can create a nice opening for your hot dog to
you
slide
use the
right
hot
into.
dogger.
Ideally.
With a cob
At my
of corn.
store, I got the closest I could find to the buns they were using in their demonstrations. So we shall see. You're supposed to basically just use it like a drill bit and go right through it. It's going to be kind of close. The width is very close to the width of the entire
Come on,
bun.
bro.
Let's see what we got here.
Like, I don't know whoever
this
thought that this is how I want to put my hot dog in my bread.
Oh, hey, maybe
I guess we
maybe
did it
I'm
with
getting there.
that French loaf when you cut the 2 slices and you put your hot dogs in there one time, but...
Yeah, all I did was
Oh, come on now.
stick a knife in and then stick the hot dog.
I had a feeling this was going to be too thin. I
This is the dumbest thing.
The
What do
only
you
buns I
mean,
could
Jason?
really find. Look at it, splitting it. Well, this wasn't exactly a highly rated item
This has
anyways.
so
Let me-
many
Let me try the
potential
bigger of the two
uses.
types of buns and see if I can get that
Think
one.
of how
I'm gonna
many
say
things
already,
you could put
already,
holes
seconds in, it's already a failure.
Apples.
This one is a little bit
Not
thicker. I think
successfully.
I might be able to get it in there. Oh, I'm making progress. Oh yeah, I'm doing it. But as soon as you get to this bigger part, it starts to split, and I'm only this far in. And by the way, there were absolutely no instructions for this either. It just came in a bag. I guess it made a hole in it. I'm not impressed with the
Jesus
hot
Christ.
dogger at all.
Yeah, so it was like,
I kept calling it the cob of corn.
oh man, we were like going to bed. It was like, you know, we're getting ready to go to bed. It was like 9:30, brush our teeth and stuff, and I just clicked on this to put it back in the background, and I have to say, I was so pleasantly surprised. I highly appreciated it.
We like background noise, and sometimes that background noise gets real random. And the hot dogger.
I mean, if the hot dogger is the way to go. But yeah, I don't know about you guys. There's a couple of things that I think are universally interesting to people, and kitchen gadgets is one of them. You know what I mean? Like, there's like a $300 toaster that, like, during COVID, everyone was like screaming about. I can't remember what kind it was. You put like water in it, and it's like German, and this one, the Bermuda toaster.
Oh.
It's like German engineered to like rehydrate the toasted bread, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's so good." I'm like, "Yeah, for $300."
What's on the Amazon page?
Go to the Amazon.
Like Amazon.
page and watch the video.
Oh, for the hot dogger?
Oh. I'll just grab Jason. I'm excited. Hot dogger! Dogging hot? What the fuck? Hey, chat! I said grab current link. Copy current address? Click? Just click it, I guess. Are you sure you want to? Yeah, go to the website. Weird. Oh man, it's just.
They make it look like it's perfectly cored out on there. And
You
need to watch the video.
Well, we can't just.
There's 3 videos?
We won't watch them all, but. Like,
Oh, they suggest using tiny buns.
is this supposed to be like a cornucopia Thanksgiving meal with.
I just don't understand why
dicked
it's
buns?
so hard to cut your bun.
Maybe it's like. Homemade buns? Shut up!
That guy's definitely laughing at how stupid the product is. That's because he's getting such good enjoyment out of it.
What is...
They're both laughing like, oh my god, can you believe I'm doing this right now?
How's your day at the office, Fred? It's Mondays. Classic. Just like you're going to New York and you're gonna have a hot dog. Get your hot dogger. Oh my sweet
We need to watch the video.
God.
Watch the video of the hot dogger. There's 3 videos. Oh no, eating a hot dog so hard.
Hey, honey. Your face.
He even seems confused. No.
What? Why? Oh, shut up.
These buns have to be super fucking stale for you to be able to penetrate it like that.
Who? I mean, my...
Also, that Vienna sausage of a hot dog looks terribly undercooked. Like, look how pink it is. It's the same color as your skin.
Is that edible? This is more work than just fucking cutting it or ripping it with your fingers. Or just using your homemade your God-given hot-made dogger. Get this shit out of my face. Who's gonna eat that?
Why you now could no?
Why are you cross-sectioning?
Why are you now cutting it how you normally cut a fucking bone? Oh my god! Okay, you guys, I'm so sorry. I told myself I was gonna try my best to not get angry about something on stream today. That did not happen.
Little did you know the hot dogger was gonna come up. Yeah, let's cut it like a real hot dog.
She's also gonna slice into her hand.
Why'd you cut it all the way in half? They say... Dude. Oh, yeah? Fill it with chili, baby. Oh my god! Oh, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I don't even know what to say. That was a thing of absolute beauty. The hot dogger. I think I know what's going on the wish list for Christmas. Ow, my ear.
That was so loud.
I guess when you live in a tiny house and you get clam hands, don't clap your hands.
I put out birdseed yesterday and the birds are just absolutely... That's why I keep looking out.
I actually might be able to show you the birds. Because the camera's in better quality these days.
Or not. It is so blurry. It's on the door.
Don't zoom on the... Oh. They fly away?
I think so.
You dirty dogs.
Those dirty hot doggers.
That's a pile of...
Seeds.
And this... Mustache.
I must ask you a question.
Oh, sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Why am I so hungry? It's only 10.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's the weather.
The nice weather. The nice beautiful
The
weather.
nice beautiful weather makes you hungry? Oh, that, I mean, really the highlight.
I guess maybe it was watching hot doggers. I just want a hot dog now.
Yeah, that's true. I was actually hungrier for a hot dog prior to this. However, I love I love this image. I love it dearly, and I'll never see anything more that I wish me and my friend Pluviophilian could do together. Just standing there, hot dog
and buns together.
Wait, actually, what is this?
Pile of hot dog buns. Hot doggered buns.
Curried ketchup? I wonder where they're from. Lorensorfen?
Gerwerts. That's probably German.
I told you this was German engineered, didn't I? Schlorsken Glorten? What do you think's in that fucking toothpaste tube?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Do you put the toothpaste on your... Oh, bunch of corks. Hey, Gary. Yeah, Paul? How's your hot dogger? Oh, it's going great. How's your hot dogger? My hot dogger is the best.
He's definitely laughing at how stupid what they're doing is right now.
This is so good. I love my hot dogger. I love my hot dogger more. Sorry. The hot dogger.
The hot dogger.
Jason, I'll give you our P.O. box. You can send us a hot dogger.
Please don't ever send us a hot dogger. Can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. So, Reddit. Controversial. You know, because of the owner or the CEO is a turd salad. Too bad. I want to look at it. A 3,000-year-old perfectly preserved sword recently dug up in Germany. Wow. My dear, should we make some more coffee?
I don't want more coffee.
Wow, look at that. 3,000 years old? Honestly, if that was made today, it would be made out of, like, plastic. Look at these arrowheads, too. Honestly, nothing we own. The only reason it's going to last is because it was created to not biodegrade, as opposed to it being awesome.
Yeah.
You know? This is like Conan, He-Man style right here. Maya. Oh, no, wait. What song does him and Skeletor sing on that theme? Yeah, what song?
He-Man. Wait,
It's where they're like, and I get outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I get top of my lungs. What's going on? That's my Skeletor impression. It's pretty good. If you want to hire me, cheap rates. We get paid in tomatoes by the neighbors. The art of being shot to death. We did that. I do think that it's probably
the pro
water levels causing skulls to wash up.
Ooh.
So Rubik's Cube world record 3.13 seconds. Honestly, I couldn't solve one in 3.13 years. Actually, no, I might be.
I could by peeling the stickers off.
To run away from it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll continue our Reddit protest and see this kid run from his mother. She thinks she's still outside. Take the pain, little one. First lesson in life. It's not fair. It's just...
I love that.
Oh no. Was chat frozen?
Probably.
Oh my god, we missed so much. Please give P.O. Box. I'd expect to see the hot dogging. Sorry, we missed a couple messages. I guess chat was a little frozen there. I will have to keep an eye on that, I guess. Refresh it every once in a while. It's Give Me Your P.O. Box. We actually didn't set one up yet. We should, though. If I saw this in the store, I'd think it was a butt plug, right? That's the crazy part, Bracken.
Yeah.
It's like that couple, they were probably like, how are we possibly going to get our hot dogs in this? And she's like, I have an idea, and grabbed her purse. And you know what I mean? Just like, use this. He's trying to show what it looks like on the inside. Yeah. Well, you guys, I'm sorry that today started off a little rough. I don't know what happened with the microphone, but as we used to say in the technical support game, every time you solve a weird problem, you know of something else to look for when it happens inevitably again. Because technology is the best. Thank you, though, for those who were able to stick around, and for those who watch this in the future. I keep forgetting that. Nasty. I keep forgetting that will happen, potentially.
Yeah. If you are a future person watching this.
Are you?
Thank you for being so cool.
Person?
And, also to the people that are here right now, which I think is just Bracken and Jason.
You're
you're
you never
uber
know.
Cool.
Thank you, everybody. We love to get our chance to hang out. We are.
I'm a future person.
I am a future person. Yeah, right, Jason. You're freaking Jason. Know this. And you're not Jinjee on Discord. Sorry, I won't accuse you of that. But I think we're probably gonna call it.
I can't stop yawning. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I got a case of the yawnies.
We're gonna eat some food. Figure out a couple things. I'll finish the one video that I was working on from our stuff yesterday and put it up. And then who knows? You guys just want to eat hot. Honestly, we got a bag of hot dogs that need some holes in them. And I know a guy who's eager to hot dog her. I'm just kidding. We do have
hot dogs.
We've got the wieners. But yeah, thank you guys for being here as always. We love ooh. Sorry it's a little shorter and that there were some problems, but we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, unless something goes wrong that we don't expect to go wrong.
Fingers crossed.
Jason, if you could come here from Tennessee and pick up that coyote poop, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.